diplomats and celebrities representing practically every country in the world. Incidentally, there is a law in Guatemala enacted in 1931 which compels every man holding public office to give an inventory of his personal assets, and at the end of his term, he is expected to have the same inventory, plus his legitimate earnings. Anything over that is confiscated by the state. In the metropolitan district, we find an orderly control of traffic, as well as a modern array of stores and theaters that are on a par with the best in the world. And here again, in modern air-cooled theaters, the universality of motion pictures presents itself in the form of entertainment, news, and travel, bringing, as it were, the world itself to the people of Guatemala. Verily, we are proud of the cause we serve. Most of the hotels in the city are modern and comfortable, specializing in unusually good cuisine and excellent service. Admirable examples of colonial ecclesiastical architecture may be seen in the churches of Guatemala City, many of which are as old as the city itself. Although the Catholic Church is preeminent throughout the Republic of Guatemala, the Constitution provides freedom of worship to all religions. Nowhere in the world have we seen a more unique church than this one, known as Nuestra Señora de las Angustias, privately built by a public, spirited citizen, after the style of the Cathedral of Toledo in Spain, and still incomplete. The monument to Christopher Columbus, which stands in Central Park, is a praiseworthy tribute to that great navigator who found in Spain the financial assistance and encouragement which made it possible for him to discover the New World. The globe upon which the great discoverer stands is supported by three figures representing science, constancy, and courage, the three outstanding characteristics in the turbulent but wondrous life of Christopher Columbus, or Cristobal Colon, as the Spaniards choose to call their most famous adopted son. The climate of Guatemala is moderate all the year around, and because of this, it is often referred to as the city of perpetual spring. There is a natural abundance of floral growth which reaches its fullest effulgence in the flowering trees that line the streets in the residential districts. Here may be seen private homes and gardens that are comparable with the best in any country. While roaming around the world, we find an old-fashioned garden, a comforting peace, which momentarily supplants an occasional longing for home. Unlike human beings, flowers are fortunately devoid of nationality. They are the product of climate, and wherever they grow, in any land, their beauty never fails to inspire us. Not far from here, in another floral setting, known as El Patio, we pause for rest and refreshment and witness a rather strange demonstration of what happens to a native Indian who is supposed to have had an overdose of pulque. So much for the pulque dance. Now comes the kind of dancing that is familiar to all of us. In the suburbs of Guatemala, we visit the country club, where one may enjoy horseback riding, tennis, golf, swimming, and other diversions that have become or are destined to become the common heritage of humanity the world over. In work as well as in play, Guatemala has recently taken on a temple that is contributing considerably toward its wholesome and constructive development. And much credit is due to the people for their keen interest in outdoor sports. Vying with the country club in popularity is Lake Amatitlan, a few miles from the city, where sporting life manifests itself on a broader scale. And so we have seen something of modern Guatemala City with its colorful settings. And our concluding thought about it all is that here is life in abundance and a people who seem to know how to enjoy it.